You say that before.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, this is so bad.
Is this working? Is it on? Why is this stream like horribly screwed? David, can you see the stream?
I can't right now because my phone's on the charger. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I just need to know if the stream is on. Because it was like,
Okay,
can't
hang
update
on.
settings for YouTube, which is usually not a good sign.
Oh,
Working.
dude, I'm backing doubles right now. This is not going well.
Hello, Bobby. Hello, Bean the Bean. Did you?
Hi, guys.
Can you guys hear and see us? Because the stream is being weird. All right, David. What do I press again? Oh,
do what?
okay. Remind me not to leak all of my personal information again.
Did you do that last time?
Yeah, don't you remember I like leaked all of my passwords accidentally? For like
Oh,
everything I've ever signed into. You remember that one, right?
yeah. Oh, last time we played American Trucking Simulator, you mean?
Yeah. Sudden realization that I did not remember to turn that. No, did I turn that to unlisted? I bloody hope I did. Oops daisy! Alright, now it is. Alright, what do I do again? Convoys, isn't it? Convoy lobby.
Yeah, convoys, and it's gonna be Max and David.
Whoa, David. It's not David is gay or Max is gay. It's just Max and David. What is this?
It's just Max and David. I didn't feel like trying to come up with something clever, so I just put the names of the two people who were doing it in there. Dude, no way this guy is falling asleep while trying to back doubles right now. Nobody does that.
Is it what I think it is? Yes, it was what I thought it was. No, I forgot I bought this like crapo truck and literally jammed a V12 engine in it. Something stupid.
V12. Keep dreaming, buddy. It's a semi truck. It's probably an inline six.
You know what I was actually looking at? I was like, how much does the DLC cost? Because it's a sale right now. It's only $3 for $3 for farm machinery. I kind of want farm machinery.
Uh-oh, I gotta find a place to flip a Yui.
David, where is Nebraska?
Nebraska is on the border with Canada.
What's the one that I need to have the full
connection between California and Washington?
Yeah, was it Montana?
Oregon.
Oregon.
No. Montana also shares a border with Canada.
Oregon. Oregon is only $6 right now. Holy Jesus, I'm down. And that's $6 Canadian. Should I just pay the $6 so we can have a full journey?
If you want to run super long distance cargo, but right now I'm level 1, so I can't take any long loads.
You can take my long load.
Hot. I guess that I was really asking for that, wasn't I? That was like just way too easy not to jump on.
Is this mobile compatible? I don't think this is mobile compatible.
It really should be. It's got the graphics of a mobile game, but no. To the best of my knowledge, it is not a mobile game.
But this stream is sponsored by Rage.
Actually, it does have Steam remote play, so I don't know if there's a mobile option for that. I don't know what the Steam's mobile options are, but if you have a streaming service, a game streaming service on your phone, this does have Steam remote play.
I've got a slight issue, David.
What's that?
Well, my cable is about, I don't know, a meter long or so, and I can't plug my phone in, so I won't be able to check the chat unless I can find.
See, I've got the same problem right now. Is my Steam Deck? I've only got so many plugins in my truck, and my Steam Deck is using my phone charger. And my phone's up in the front, plugged into my cord up there.
How's your
So I
Insignia
can't.
keyboard, by the way?
It's really garbage, but it's getting the job done.
I actually think I'm going to be laid off pretty soon. I'm pretty confident.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you're wrong, but them's the times, I guess.
Them's the times.
But oh god, my guy won't stop whining about how tired he is.
I mean, to
I
be
need
fair,
to
you
find
do
a place
spend a
to
lot
sleep.
of your time whining, so it's pretty accurate. Sorry. I mean, I'm turning over a new leaf of being nice to you.
If I had $1 for every time I heard you say that, I could just give you the money for that and you wouldn't need a job anymore.
Should I just... Ooh, there's a Northwest bundle, which has Wyoming.
You already have. I think
Montana.
I own the Northwest bundle.
I don't own the Northwest bundle, but I also couldn't care less about a retro wave paint job pack, and it's also $25 and I'm poor.
Yeah, not worth it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've decided I'm gonna buy, what's the one I need? Kansas? No.
Oregon.
Oregon.
Kansas is like kind of like right in the middle of the states, but farther east
Spending
and south.
$6 of my hard-earned money on a DLC. Yeah, this makes perfect sense. As long as my girlfriend doesn't figure it out. Let me just make sure. Okay, the stream is on starting soon, so they can't see anything. Because I'm not
Okay.
done. I've learned my
This
lesson.
time.
I would like to go to my cart, please. I'm like vaguely horrified that my credit card information is going to be leaked. No, it's on starting soon. I'm good. I can chill. I can't see anything. Breathe.
I have to check the chat. I want to see if I want to see who's here. I've been researching debates.
Jamin is here, if you're wondering. Oregon, right, is the correct one? Just double check. Like, that's correct, right?
Hi, Jamin.
It's Oregon, right?
Yes, it's Oregon.
Okay. Is that like the Oregon Trail? Didn't everyone get diphtheria and die or something? Okay. Mission accomplished.
No, Oregon was where they were trying to go because that's where you don't die. It was all the other states along the way that they die in. Oregon was a really good place to not die. It's very it's a lot. Oregon's a lot like Washington.
What?
It's
So
like lots of
a
forests
cesspool
and
of scum
green.
and villainy?
No, Western Washington.
Oh.
You know, kidding aside, Oregon's got a lot of it's like a really good place to grow things.
So you're saying it's the weed capital of America?
I don't think it's officially the weed capital of America, but there is a lot of that there. Yes.
I'm the only reason I'm making fun of it is because it's my girlfriend's favorite state, minus Florida.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, she loves Oregon.
That's a good state to like, actually, especially as a Canadian. Oregon is very progressive.
We're not. We're
well,
we're not doing this.
Particular. Oh, sorry. No, I meant just like in line with Canadian. It's much more in line with Canadian culture. But that being said, it's kind of okay.
Go to feelings jail.
I can't really talk about my feelings because there's certain specific emotions I'm feeling right now that I definitely don't want to talk about on stream.
Why? We're all friends here. I mean, apart from Jamin,
no,
and Bobby, and
it's not that I want to keep things private. I actually am like really excited about stuff like what I was texting you about earlier. I just don't want to be talking about that on the internet right now because
yes. I know. I too am excited for your OnlyFans career.
Max.
Wow, you don't need the voice filter. You just sound gay already.
Oh my god, thank you.
I mean, damn it. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. All right, so I've got Washington, Oregon. I don't have Idaho. Nevada, California, and Arizona.
You have Nevada, Arizona, and California.
Yeah, how do I get rid of this?
That's fun. That's like Nevada, Arizona, and California is like the desert racing capital of the world.
David, please don't do any races. You've already done enough.
Okay, should I take long distance then? I just
Yeah.
unlocked.
I feel like I've already got long distance. Isn't that the whole point of lorry driving? Is to like long. Okay, no, wait, hang on. I need to ask you a question. You are currently playing American Truck Simulator 2 hours before you actually roll out for your job,
Yes.
which is American Truck Simulator.
Yes.
Do you feel like
Pathetic?
yes?
I feel exactly as pathetic as I look. Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. Just
why did I buy this truck? Is this my truck?
I don't know. We bought trucks. Were you not paying attention?
No, last time I was playing. Oh God, I did buy this truck. Why did I buy this truck? It's hideous. Can I sell it?
I can do San Diego to Everett for $80,000.
You can do that. You can take that run.
I can do that right now. Yeah. I'm assuming you can't.
Dude, take it. Dude, take it. I'll find a load from San Diego that goes north on I-5 from the quick job market, and I'll just run with you, like driving other people's trucks.
Oh wait, how do I? Hang on, I need to get to San Diego first.
Oh yeah, I don't have San Diego either. I have San Francisco and Las Vegas.
I have San Diego. Oh, hang on, I need to. How do I fix my truck?
So I can start in San Francisco. That's as far south as I can go. I could go to Phoenix, I guess.
Did you close the?
What?
Close the server. Apparently.
I did not.
Well, I mean, it kicked me out, and the whole entirety of the internet saw it, and it said host closed server. So I don't know what you want from me.
Convoy lobby. No, sorry, active convoy. Yeah, no, it's still here.
I'm back in.
Perhaps you should probably host those, seeing as how I'm playing on a very tenuous Wi-Fi connection.
Nah. How do I? What is wrong with my truck? Oh, it's currently in the middle of nowhere. How do I F7?
Convoy lobby, active career, company, driver manager, truck manager. Here we go. I'm gonna try to sell this truck because it's a Pete 579. Yes.
I'm paying $150 to have my truck towed to the service center that I was already at because I'm an idiot. I would like to repair all, please.
I'm gonna try to buy a Western Star 5700 XE.
I mean, just think about it,
I'm
Dave.
buying
I
a
would
Western
not
Star.
be very good to drive a lorry IRL. I'd like to point that out.
I promise you, any genius of any level can learn it.
Yeah, but like, I get bored very easily.
Holy crap, that Western Star was like $80,000. I didn't even look at the price before I bought it. That was way overpriced.
Zombie has a
I
stomach
just lost
bug,
so much money.
so she wants you to
No,
insult me
Zombie!
tonight.
Oh, Zombie, I'm so sorry. It's gonna be hard to keep up on the insults with... Oh. While you're vomiting.
$2,000.
Okay.
Done.
$2,000 for what?
Why did the system say Jasper?
Oh, wait. I must have typed in that as a message.
What a moron.
Uh,
Okay, I am in San Diego because I am about to pick up my job.
Okay, I will meet you. I'll catch up with you in San Francisco then.
Which has disappeared, but I can still do Kingman,
Okay.
Arizona to Everett, or I can do El Centro, California to Yakima, Washington. I think is what I'm gonna do.
Yakima is how that's pronounced.
Oh, hang on a second.
Okay.
Those are with trucks that aren't. David, how do you
Backside of
politely? How would
You don't have to
politely tell
politely
them,
do that.
like someone never? You know, how would you politely crush dreams?
Dude, you're the British one. Out of the two of us, you should be better at politely crushing dreams. I'm an American. I just shoot you.
Your request for independence has been denied.
Breaking news: Canadian man buys the state of Oregon. Hi, Jammin.
I'm saying nothing.
Hi, Bobby.
Oh wait.
Hi, Zombie.
What's going on here? Which one's the brake?
It's the one on the far left. The far left one. Just
no, the
hold
far
that
left
down
one is the
until
clutch,
the truck
you
stops.
dolt.
You see, I see you figured that out already.
Yes, because I have to use the clutch every time I want to change gears. It sucks balls. I don't know how anyone drives these things.
You don't use the clutch every time you change gears.
Okay.
Only when you're starting and stopping.
Well, I ain't no truck driver.
No, that's why I'm telling you this, so you can save yourself a huge amount of horror and misery. There is some... Now, officially, they teach you in driving school double clutching, which means you push in the clutch twice every time you change gears. And that is for people who sit when they pee. Or so I've been told.
So you think...
And I just caught Zombie in the crosshairs there again. Sorry, buddy.
Good job.
That being said, none of the female truck drivers I know double clutch, including my wife. Double clutching is like you... Well, I guess it's boring. I won't go into the details. But when you're shifting gears, there's three moving parts. There's the engine, the transmission, and the driveline. And the clutch connects the transmission to the driveline. And your gears connect the engine to the transmission. So the idea is you push in the clutch, and the transmission spins free from the driveline because the driveline is connected to your wheels. So when you push in the clutch, it separates the engine from the transmission, or sorry, the driveline from the transmission. Then you can move the shifter more freely. Now the gears, if you're rolling down the highway at 60 miles an hour and you push in the clutch, your engine and your transmission are still connected, or the other way around. Fuck, I should know this.
Yeah, how you doing, David?
Not good. Not good.
I just realized I've been driving at night without my lights on, so you know what? I can't critique you. Oh, I need petrol, actually. Ooh, I need petrol quite badly.
This is why I don't double clutch. I don't know how. I actually did try double clutching again. I used to do it. You know, when I was brand new to driving, I used to double clutch, and then I was criticized heavily by a much older, more experienced driver for doing that. He thought it was hilarious, and so I learned to float gears, which is when you don't use the clutch at all when you shift. You just match your RPMs to your transmission when you shift. And I tried to double. I tried. Yes, it is a much better way to do it. However, because your wheels are still connected through the driveline directly to your transmission, if you try to push the shifter into gear, and you haven't matched it properly, you'll grind the gears. So it's way faster and a little it's smoother. It's faster and a lot smoother, and saves your clutch, but you have the potential to put more wear on your transmission if you do it poorly.
To be honest, I've been trying to do what you've been describing, and I've realized that the clutch does not seem to do anything. And I've just been pushing it in for no reason. I thought I was really good at shifting. It's like, wow, I'm so good at this. I'm not. It just doesn't do anything.
What year is my Western Star?
Okay, I'm gonna do a naughty thing, and I'm gonna look at my phone while I'm driving. Whoa! Zombie doesn't drive. That's all I managed to read. Oh my god! Wow, this is why you don't text the drive. Hang on. In a roundabout way, David called women bad drivers. Is what Jam said. I'm gonna have to pull over.
It's not. It wasn't that roundabout, to be honest. It was pretty much just a straight up sexist statement, I'm afraid. And that's why I followed that up by adding that despite that really bad joke, women drivers are pretty much exactly the same as men's drivers with regards to shifting.
Sorry, something's just occurred to me.
Wait, what's that?
That it's currently trying to drive me all the way to California and not to where I'm trying to go.
Okay. All right. So where are we picking up?
I am picking up my cargo from. Hang on. Picking up my cargo from El Centauro. Oh. Hang on. This is
That California?
I'm picking up my. hang on. I'm picking up my cargo of a school bus from San Diego, California.
Okay. I'm gonna fast travel to San Francisco and
there was
grab a load down to.
There's a minor issue there, which totally wasn't my fault, and it's because I was distracted by the chat. But I figured it out now. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna go back to San Diego. I'm gonna get some petrol, find somewhere to sleep, and then I'm gonna pick up the cargo.
Man, these Western Stars are good-looking trucks, and they're famously ruggedly built, like very reliable and tough trucks. They don't have, by reputation, they don't have the creature comforts that like a Peterbilt would have, but hello, I'm in San Francisco. I want to pick up a load in San Francisco.
I'm gonna be a little bit because I need to find somewhere to do it. Solid bar again.
Okay, where's the place to sleep? But yeah, for those who don't know, my drive semi-trucks together, and that was when I learned that she is in fact a better truck driver than me, both skill-wise and like as far as she went to truck driving school, whereas I didn't, and so she knew the rules better than me, and she had a better sense for safety. She was there was she had more common sense than I did, especially because I was like 20 at the time, and she was a little bit more experienced than me. And the whole reason why we got her in the truck with me in the first place was because my insurance to drive that semi-truck was going to be more expensive than we could afford. So we figured if we had a team driver, we'd be able to make more revenue. And it turned out that when we put her on the insurance went down because the insurance company considered her a trainer for me. And it actually played out in real life. It wasn't just the insurance that thought that she would be a good trainer for me. It was my dad. So it turned out that my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, was actually a pretty good influence on me learning to drive a semi-truck more safely. Fun fact. women actually make very good truck drivers. There's less, on average, there's usually less ego there. They're safer drivers.
David, I'm making a decision.
You're going to quit your job and move down to the States and drive over the road with me?
That would probably be the worst decision known to humanity. So
That
no.
would be such a bad decision. Don't do that. That would be such a bad decision.
But I am gonna pay to have my truck towed to Los Angeles. So I don't have to drive for 2 hours. So I can fast travel back down. So I can then pick up my cargo from San Diego. Unless I can pick up something from Los Angeles.
It won't let me choose loads out of San Francisco. I'm gonna have to go manually find a place to pick up a load.
The other thing I can do is I could do a load from how do you say it, Yakima?
Yakima, yeah.
Down to California. See, I had it the wrong way around. I went to California, but I needed to leave from Yakima.
I'm just impressed you can do like long distance like that already. So that's a long run. In real life, by the way, these runs that go up and down I-5 are some of the more common. Like that's kind of a big deal. It's a lot of loads do that, and there's a decent amount of money in it for like over the road, like dry vans and stuff.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had to click on each individual like point to get all the loads from that location to somewhere else. So I've been very dumb. Yeah, I've got the full like long distance lorry driver line unlocked, despite the fact that I only had California, Nevada, and Arizona.
Oh, I officially discovered San Francisco now.
I'm going to take a job from San Diego and take it all the way up to Washington.
Okay, so from San Diego to Washington.
That is my plan. And then I'm going to try and find out how you like quick travel or something. I guess there is no way to quick travel from here. So I'll stop, I'll grab some petrol, and then I'll do the rest from there.
Where are you right now? I don't see you on the map. So you're going to where?
Oh, it kicked me from your convoy as well.
Okay, you better host, because this could keep happening. So I'm going to end this convoy, and you host one, because my internet connection is pretty tenuous.
Revert my progress, so that way I don't have to. Zombie drove into a fence post in her yard, and her dad, on the other hand, hit 2 different children while driving, and both lived.
Oh, Arkansas. Oh my goodness, Arkansas.
I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to drive.
After you've hit 2 kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, fool me 3 times, I'm an idiot. God, that's such a... Zombie, sometimes you say stuff and it's just like, even if I didn't know you were from Arkansas, I could have guessed.
Okay, that should be good now.
That's absolutely hilarious. Okay. It's only funny because the kids lived, though.
Plus save.
Okay,
I've decided entirely on my own to take a load of paper from Seattle, Washington to Flagstaff, Arizona. And totally not because this is where I was and I don't want to drive anywhere else.
Wait, you're going from where to Flagstaff?
Seattle.
You're going from Seattle to Flagstaff? Crap, I just quick traveled all the way down to California.
Good.
All right. Up to Seattle. Well, there's $2,000 or $3,000 down the drain. Thanks for that.
I mean, to be fair, I wasted $4,000 fast traveling back and forth, but it was because of my own stupidity.
You know we're in trucks, right? Like what you do in a real semi truck is you just take a load to someplace you want to go.
Sorry, David, I don't have much experience taking loads. You might have to, demonstrate for me.
I am an expert in taking loads. This is literally what I do for a living. Check out my OnlyFans.
You love taking big loads?
I take the maximum size load that people are, the maximum volume of load that people are allowed to take. I take heavier loads than most people do. I am an expert at taking huge, heavy loads, especially fluids.
Good. I'm glad we were on the same the same page with that one. Because at the beginning there, I wasn't entirely sure that we were,
Talking about the same thing.
Yeah. But I'm glad that
Okay,
we're
so
both equally as immature. Although that is vaguely concerning because you're an idiot and I'm clearly not. So, I say as I have my steering wheel on full lock, so pulling a bit of a zombie's dad moment there.
I'm
What
trying
I'm
to
going to
figure
call
out
bad driving from now on.
I'm trying to figure out how I do. Oh, I guess. Can I tell it which direction I want to go? Route length.
Route.
Descending.
Let's try this. Route, not route. Route.
That's French. Proud of you.
I'm not proud of you.
Seattle. Okay, so, dude, I'm in Seattle right now. Have I not? I fast traveled to Seattle. I know I've discovered Seattle.
Okay. I mean, currently you're not in my convoy, so.
Oh, hey, I should do that. Yeah.
That might be a slight issue for you.
I've never joined a convoy before. Okay, I have less than $10,000 now.
Good. I mean, that's terrible.
Oh, look at that. Is it the password that I think it is?
I don't know. See if it is.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
It is.
David is gay. I decided to set that as the system message instead of, the password, you total dolt. I mean, sorry, David. I'm trying to change my ways. I'm trying to be better. Just bring it out of me.
Quit lying. Quit lying to yourself. It's not helping. It's not helping you grow. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go take a load to Portland for starters. You're in Seattle with me, right?
Correct. I'm currently whizzing to go pick up my load.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go do that, and then we'll meet on I-5.
I need to grab some petrol as well at some point. So I've done that yet.
This is like the least fun part about playing ATS co-op. Oh, come on. I just got going.
I literally heard that through your...
I just got a headlight violation, even though I wasn't on the road yet.
I don't know. Maybe you should consider turning on your headlights. Like, duh.
I had very seriously considered it. My hand was on the button.
I'm sorry, officer. My hand was on it. Just my hand, nothing else.
Did I ever tell you about my buddy who got drenched in ethanol?
Oh, okay. That's not where I thought you were going with that, but okay.
Oh, it is where I'm going with it. Believe me, it's funny. Okay, so ethanol, for anybody who might not know, is alcohol.
Ethanol, for those who were born yesterday.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna get the basics out of the way, and it's used in the United States about 10% additive minimum for all fuels, and so when we when the fuel racks, which is where the fuel goes from the pipeline. So the fuel goes from the pipeline or from a refinery to, usually via pipeline, to a load rack where it's then distributed to gas stations. And at the load rack is at some racks where it gets mixed with the ethanol. So some load racks need to have ethanol hauled by truck in to get mixed with their gasoline. And I used to haul a lot of that ethanol. And a buddy of mine was hauling a load of ethanol, and the hose connection was full of ethanol. The previous driver hadn't done a very good job of emptying the hose. And so he opened the cap on the hose on a hot summer day, and ethanol came spraying out. So he got baptized in ethanol.
Ah, yes, I love being baptized in strange fluids. It's my favorite time of day.
I don't know why I made that sound effect. And that stuff, as it evaporates from your skin, it burns, because it's alcohol. And so he's completely soaked in evaporating ethanol on a hot summer day. So he takes his shirt off, and he gets in his truck, and he takes his pants off, and his skin is all bright red and burning. He changed into a clean pair of clothes, but he didn't have any clean underwear on him. So he's sitting there with ethanol evaporating out of his underwear region.
Kinky.
And he was in excruciating pain. So what he did was stuck his hand down his pants and started flapping the band of his underwear,
as you do,
to try to alleviate, try to get some airflow down there to help it evaporate faster. Well, in that company, we had cameras that faced forwards from the dash of the truck and inwards, so that the company owners could see what the drivers were doing to make sure we weren't playing on our phones or anything.
Which is what you do.
So, because he was distracted by his burning loins, he bumped the brake too hard at a stoplight and set off the camera. And he got called into the office the next day, and all they could see in the camera was him with a very distressed look on his face, with his hands down his pants, just below the waistline, flapping back and forth as fast as he could. They had
as you do,
pretty
of course.
serious. They had some pretty serious questions about what he was doing in that driver's seat while he was driving in a slip seat semi truck that we all share.
Ooh, the all share bit. Now that we weren't aware of.
Yeah, at that company, a lot of most of the local fuel hauler companies they deliver to gas stations have day cabs and they're slip seats, so the trucks run 24/7. So one driver parks the truck and another driver jumps right in. So it's like those trucks get used pretty hard, but I mean, they're pavement princesses. They don't have to do any really hard stuff. But are you in the Port of Seattle, by the way?
I am exiting towards Spokane right now.
You're going to Spokane?
Yeah, I'm just following my nav.
Why are you going on I-90? That's east.
I have no idea, but I am.
I thought you were going to California.
I am. I've got 26 hours to go.
Are you going to California or Arizona?
Arizona.
Oh, okay. So you could just get on I-5 South and we could run it together that way. Might be a little bit longer. Oh, but it won't let you in this game. Okay.
Slight issue.
Well,
I have no idea where I-5
in that case,
is.
It's behind you now. So have you bad
Cutting out.
Las Vegas. Oh, sorry, I'm talking too quietly. Yeah, it's they're gonna have you go through Las Vegas.
Ooh. Hey David.
Viva Las Vegas. What's that?
While you're looking at the map, can you tell me if there's a petrol station around here somewhere?
That I most certainly can.
Assuming there will be one, right?
Not for a little while, honestly. The next gas station looks like Ellensburg.
How far is that, roughly?
In real life, about 100 miles. In this game, about, I don't know, 5 minutes.
I'm taking a double container, so I'm assuming you're going to catch up with me.
No, I'm going a different route, actually.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't go. I'm going south because you said you were going to Arizona, and I assumed it was going to have you go south. I don't know why I thought that. I think it's because every time I've gone to Arizona, I've done a load through California first. So I was just like, oh yeah. Oh come on! When I pulled into the intersection, it was yellow. I'm fine. Another $300 red light violation. So I'll get down to Oregon, and then I'll grab a load going east, and I'll try to meet up with you somewhere in Nevada.
Life's like a road that you travel on. Is one day here.
Oh, you've got like a 440 horse, don't you?
I do, yeah, 450.
I was, looking at semi trucks today, and one of the guys that I've been talking to, he owned this dude owned the same semi truck for 18 freaking years. He put 3.5 million miles on that truck.
As you do, I guess. Holy.
I've never known anybody who owned one semi truck for that long. Granted, I don't talk to a lot of owner operators. Most of the time I talk to fleet drivers like myself, so that might be more common than I think, but that is a lot of time. 18 years in one truck. That's almost twice as long as I've been driving semi trucks. This dude spent in one truck. He took good care of that truck. I was pretty impressed by that. Okay. And I was looking at, being a fleet driver all the time, a company driver, I've always kind of had the large corporation mentality, fuel efficiency is king, speed can wait. You're not in a hurry. And so I'm looking at these trucks and I'm like, oh yeah, 450 horse ain't bad. He's like, you don't want anything less than 500. I was like, dude, I'm not in a hurry. It's like, no, you're going to be miserable if you get in a 450 horse. I'm like, all right. I mean, I used to drive one, but that was the first semi truck when I was driving my dad's truck with my wife. That was a 450, and it never bothered me much.
The last time you did, operator driving, it didn't go well.
There is a couple significant differences. So what we were doing before, actually, do you want to know the details? It's like kind of boring business stuff, but it's not very in depth. But
it's just me, you, and zombies. So
okay. The stuff that my dad was doing was operating under his own authority, which basically means he had all of the licensing, taxes, registration fees, and the taxes stuff, like the fuel tax stuff, is it's called International Fuel Tax Agreement, and it goes through all the states and Canada and Mexico. It's kind of complicated, and I don't really understand all of it, but basically there's a lot of paperwork to manage for driving a truck across 50 states. And because each state is its own government, kind of like provinces in Canada. And I just got a speeding offense too. I'm gonna lose so much money tonight.
I'm being a good boy and behaving. I'm not losing money tonight.
And then for getting loads, he was getting loads off of load boards. So you go online and somebody posts a load up there saying, okay, I've got this pallet of wood, or I've got this flatbed loads worth of hay that needs to go to Enumclaw, Washington from Christmas Valley, Idaho. And so you've grabbed that load. Kind of like what we do here. This is load boards. But in real life, load boards are like the last resort. What you really want is a contract so that you have consistent work, and contracts pay way better. So we had more expenses than somebody who's just an owner operator leased to a company. Oh, I just got another speeding ticket.
Good.
There's a lot of cops on I-5. That's realistic. I'm genuinely going to go broke by the time I get down to Oregon. Anyway.
All you have to do is behave.
All I have to do is set the cruise control. But that's what I do in real life. Anyway, so that is the difference between what I've been considering and what I'm looking into right now and what my dad did. Holy crap, I just got another speeding ticket. $560. I've lost $1,000 on speeding tickets. All right, I better hit the brakes. That's gonna keep happening if I keep going this. I figured I was just getting unlucky, but no, there's genuinely just that many cops on I-5 in this game, which again is realistic.
Holy Jesus, I should not have taken this huge. I might genuinely be stuck now.
Why?
Because I was trying to fuel up at the petrol station, and like one of my tires is stuck on the little hump. Oof, finally. And I couldn't get it to go, you know? Because I've got a double trailer. It's quite unwieldy.
Yeah, hauling doubles is kind of tough.
Yeah, I'm stopping for a rest since I found a rest stop, and I might as well while I'm here.
Yeah, good call.
You know, I have actually only got one violation so far. I'm doing pretty good.
Holy cow. Way to go. I've gotten 5 already. No, 6.
I mean, it is quite difficult to hold these things, but I am starting to get used to them. Like, all I've done recently is these doubles. That's where all the money is, it seems. Makes sense, I suppose, but...
The difference for what I'd be doing would be I'd be an owner-operator leased to a company. So there's a company... This company hires on and says, okay, I'll get this many loads hauled for this company. And so the owner-operators sign on with the company that's the lease on. So they handle, the company that I lease to handles taxes and registration. So they get like my license plates and stuff like that. Like I technically own the truck, but they manage it. So I'm making payments on a truck, and I'm paying, and out of my settlement with that company, I would be paying for fuel and all that, and I'd be responsible for maintenance on the truck. But basically, they do the paperwork, and I handle the truck.
So you do all the expensive bits, and they get to just do the registration.
The registration and taxes on a semi-truck are in the tens of thousands of dollars.
Isn't the maintenance on a semi-truck like tens of
thousands? Yes, it is. It's incredibly expensive. That's why they pay you very well.
I'm just saying, it seems like you're kind of considering a bit of a risk.
Yes, it's a huge risk. It could work out really, really well, or I could lose my house.
Yeah, let's just circle back to that lose your house kind of bit. You know,
I am intending to make decisions that don't involve me losing my house, but it can. Like I don't want to. I tend to not go into that much debt. If things start looking that bad, I'll sell the truck and get out. take the loss before I get that far into debt. But as far as buying a semi-truck goes, this is about the safest way to do it. And more importantly, this is sort of a gold rush type situation.
Which means likely by the time you get there anyway. What? Jesus Christ on a bike.
What? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I nearly ate crap and died there. I was coming down a hill doing, 75 and a 60, and I lost the rears, and I just could not get it slowed down.
But you got it?
Yeah, I'm fine, I'm good.
Okay.
Don't you know I'm an expert driver? Some might call me the best. I would agree with them.
Well, in this lobby, your competition has 6 traffic violations already, so you might actually say you're the best driver in this lobby.
Well, I'm currently doing 2 miles an hour on an on-ramp because it's a bit of a hill. So, it would be a bit of a stretch, but...
I'm about to make my delivery in Oregon, so I'll get back all that money that I lost. I can hopefully make a little on the next one. It's so funny. I tried to in real life, you make like the first load that me and my dad ever hauled was from was 2,000 miles, and I think it was $4,000 that we got paid.
Doesn't sound great.
No, the money you make in this game is crazy good compared to real life. Ooh, this is a tricky back. I need to get out and look. Oh, okay. I did not pull in here the right way for this. Let's see. Can I back up there? I need to send you a screenshot of this. I would be sweating if I had to get this in real life. This would be a tricky one. Like, I could do it, but it's gonna be a trick. Here, I'll send it to you. That's actually a tough one. I'm pretty excited about this. This is the first time in American Trucking Simulator I'm actually gonna have fun doing a back. Okay, this might take a minute. Looks like... California knows how to party. You're gonna be in Arizona by the time I get this thing backed in. That's not really much of an exaggeration.
Away, so I don't know about that one.
Yeah, well, I'm not real confident about getting this thing in here, to be honest with you. I think I got it. I see how I'm going to shoot it in there. Yeah, swing that nose around, baby.
So where's the power band of a lorry?
Depends on the engine, but usually right around, on modern engines, right around 1500 or 1600 RPM is usually where you get peak torque. So like 1400 to 2200 RPM is usually a pretty good estimate for where your power's at. Oh, dude, I'm so good. I'm gonna get this straight in with no pull forwards. First shot. Hell yeah. I'm the best truck driver west of the Pecos.
Oh, I am not the best truck driver.
I wonder how much XP they're giving me for that one. 90 XP.
I was like riding someone's bum. So 2 lorries on either side of the dual carriageway, and they were going like 20 miles an hour. And I was carrying some speed, so I had to brake. And now the dual carriageway has ended because there was a bit of a hill, and my 450 horsepower lorry can't take it.
Dual carriageway. I'm guessing that means 2-lane road?
Yeah, a dual carriageway is space for 2. What do you call it?
A 2-lane road.
You guys
Or actually, in that case.
overwhelmingly lame. Like, if you guys considered the fact that you guys are lame, like, do you know that? Or do you need me to tell you? Because that is lame.
Go to Coos Bay.
Dual carriageway is such a nicer word.
Oh, maybe I don't have Idaho. All right, well, I guess I'll go to Pendleton. I don't have Idaho. At least I don't have it installed on this computer. I think I have Idaho on my PC. I don't know why I don't have it in here. Oh, you don't have Idaho.
I don't have it.
That's why.
Slightly illegal overtake there, I will admit.
Oh, ouch.
I think I'm in Oregon right now.
I don't think you are. Hold on. I think you're. Oh, I can't look right now because I'm driving. It won't let me look. It will not let you look at the map while you're hauling down the freeway. It's actually unrealistic. There's something called a Garmin. It's a necessary part of truck driving.
Decided to stop being a good boy and start breaking rules to get this needs to go.
I don't know why I have fun playing this game, but I do. I like it. Ow! Oh! My ankle! Oh, Jesus! Oh my God! I just got Cramposaurus Rex. Ugh! Holy cow, that felt awful.
Are you?
That's the worst cramp I've gotten in a while. No. I am on a Steam Deck.
So I was about to ask you, are you playing with like steering wheel? Is that why you're cramping up?
No, I was sitting cross-legged to support the cutting board that my mouse sits on.
Why don't you just play on a Steam Deck at this point? Why?
Because the screen on my Steam Deck doesn't work.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, mildly annoying that this brand new Steam Deck already has a catastrophic failure. And I was gonna contact support while I was at home, but I don't do that anymore. That is going home.
Oh. Well, I'm sure Steph is not pleased with that.
She's the one who told me I should contact support.
I mean, the not going home bit.
Honestly, I think, like, yeah, she'd rather me be home, but when you put that against, like, how the mountain of debt that we're in, you know, like,
yeah,
she's pretty happy that I'm working. You know, we're kind of on the same page there. That it's like, I need to get every possible hour in that I can get.
David,
this is my job.
Interrupt you, but I've just realized that it's taking me all the way back to Seattle.
What the heck?
I guess I must have added an extra, like, waypoint somewhere along the way. Zombie says, Max, bad news. I think I'm going to live. Damn, I was really banking on that stomach bug.
Yeah, how are you feeling, Zombie? With your stomach bug?
She's looking at my driving and she's like, wow, Max is so good, my stomach bug. No,
or maybe the virus that she has saw you're driving through her eyes and all committed suicide.
They were all just like, no.
I don't want to share a planet with this idiot.
You know, I'll have you know, David, one of us has $1,000 in fines and one of us has $300 in fine. Who is who?
I am neither one of those people. I have $3,000 in fines.
I rest my case.
I went from $11,000 to $8,000 on that load, and then back up to 15 or 13,000. So 50% of what I made on that load was spent paying for traffic citations, and I hit one car.
Nice. South to Tacoma, right?
Yeah. Well, it depends. You should probably have a look at your overall route and make sure you're going the right way now.
I have no idea. I'm just relying on my internal navigation that says south is the way to go to Arizona.
Arizona is southeast.
Did you ever play 18 Wheels of Steel?
I did not. I always wanted to as a kid.
That was the game I played as a kid. Was 18 Wheels of Steel. Surprisingly, I feel like that would be the game that you would play and not me. But that was like my favorite game as a kid. I don't know why.
I don't know. I had a semi-truck racing game as a kid, but I don't think it was that one.
18 Wheels of Steel isn't racing.
No. No, it is not.
Okay, I'm definitely not getting on Highway 5 North. You're having a giraffe.
No, you do not want to get on I-5 North. That's I-5, by the way, not Highway 5. I is for interstate.
I need to pull over at this weigh scale and figure out what this is doing.
Freight market. I could go to the Dalles, or I could go to Pendleton. I'll go to Pendleton. What time is it? 23. Okay, I've still got another hour.
Well, I may not be done by the time. Okay, what is happening?
Yeah, at the rate you're going.
Yes, it is currently taking me direct to Flagstaff, Nevada, so I should be fine.
Flagstaff, Arizona.
Yeah, that's the one.
I used to take loads there sometimes. Flagstaff is like, there's like a lot of rodeo stuff there.
Well, I'm hauling paper, so I don't know what they want. Apparently zombies live through worse than this. Damn! Unlucky. Banky on that. Especially the, like...
Before she starts a military coup, you mean?
Yeah. Well, I sort of figured the aging immune system.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna die. I've got about 10 minutes.
I can't imagine why she wants to start a military coup. You know, I'm starting to think American Trucking Simulator might not be the most popular game you play on your channel.
What gives you that impression? Really? You think people don't want to just sit and watch me drive down a highway?
You know, it's crazy. I'm just surprised that semi-truck live streaming isn't more popular. There's nothing quite like watching the stripes go by for 14 hours straight.
I mean, you could probably make it work if it was like a semi-truck live stream podcast thing, you know, where you were like talking about stuff. It's probably what we
Yeah, but you could only do it for like a couple hours at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not getting any more red light violations.
He says before we got yet another red light violation.
Okay, I'm going to Pendleton, Oregon right now.
I am putting the pedal to the metal, the balls to the wall. Sorry, I was trying to read zombies. This is a good lesson of why you should not text and drive. Oh, officer. 60 officer, 60. Definitely wasn't doing
8 salad food poisoning. It's like sometimes worse than a stomach bug. I probably should have stopped in there and taken a rest. Oh well. I also find this game frustrating in a way,
Yeah.
because it's like, yeah, because you know I don't get very much time to play games, and so it's like and this game's kind of grindy.
You literally picked this game, dude.
I know. No, like I said, I enjoy it, but I also like get antsy while I'm playing it. It's like, God, I gotta finish this load and grab another one. That's why I'm like always speeding and stuff, because I'm always feeling like I'm in a hurry.
Just gotta chill, dude. I say as I do 80 down to 60. Chill.
I know. If you read the Steam reviews for this game, it's all people like, oh, it gives you the feeling of the open road. It's like the most relaxing game you can play and stuff. And it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's the real truck driver part of me. Maybe it's the gamer part of me. I don't know which part of me it is, but this is like one of my least chill games. I feel more chill when I play War Thunder.
Okay. I am sitting here with literally one finger on my steering wheel. Pedal flat to the floor. That's all I've been doing for the last. This is a pretty chill game. I don't know what you're on about. The most dangerous bit about this is when I look down to read the chat. Because I look back up and suddenly I'm in the wrong lane or something.
Do you remember what the button is for windshield wipers?
Yeah, it's triangle.
I don't have that one.
Speeding violation.
Yeah, speeding on I-5 in this game doesn't work very well.
Say that.
Also, I too am on I-5 right now. I'm about 100 miles south of you. Why am I on I-5? I should be on I-84. Oh, okay, I am on 84 up here. Crash vehicle offense.
Whoop. Fine.
Wait, wasn't that my ramp right there? Where are you taking me? And I can't stop to look. This is so frustrating. The map's like super zoomed in. I can't just like look at the route. Dude, let me see where I'm going. Oh, okay, I am going down to I-84. Okay, let's go.
Zombie says that she plays The Witcher 3. Every time I do this, I'm risking my life. The Witcher 3 or Diablo 3 to relax is what Zombie plays. I played quite a bit of The Witcher 3 recently.
I had the hardest time getting into Witcher 3. Like, the tutorial was really long, and then I kept finding myself like confused on which sword to use, and I couldn't figure out when was a good time to drink potions.
If it's a human,
the game like genuinely confused me.
If it's a monster, you use this. Have you never read? Well, no, of course you haven't read The Witcher.
I actually listened to a lot of truck drivers actually listen to a lot of audiobooks. You'd be surprised how well read some truck drivers are through audiobooks. For example, I recently listened to The Count of Monte Cristo by Dumas, and I've listened to the original to Bram Stoker's Dracula, which was a masterpiece in my humble opinion.
How come you never called any of my short stories?
Write a masterpiece.
You know, I'm really proud of my most recent one.
The one you sent me?
Yeah, do you want me to narrate it for you? I could make you a little...
Yeah, you won't do it. No balls.
It'll just be me screaming
audiobook.
gay for 4 hours
just say gay once and then put it on and then copy paste that sound file like 400 times.
So a lunar eclipse right now, Mom, is there? Right. Yeah, I'll come in a little bit. Ooh, okay, I need to park the trucks.
You could just, you could just pull over and go out and have a look.
I mean, you know, video games are cool, but I need to see.
Yeah, do that.
Red sky at night.
Which way am I supposed to go here?
Trump's delight. Don't repeat that to anybody. Right,
Red
The engine
Dawn.
Ah, here we go. All right, back in a bit.
All right. Zombie, are you playing Witcher right now? Like, I genuinely assume that you're like usually just listening while you're doing something else, right? Oh my goodness. Silver sword. Bars. Silver sword for white bars, steel sword for red bars. Seems simple enough. Ow. Yeah. I hear Diablo 3 is pretty fun. I never played any of the Diablo games. Have you ever thought about jumping on one of the games that Max is playing to play with him? Or is it just like just fun to listen to him? It's like I know a lot of people want to jump in and play War Thunder with him, but like out of all the games that he plays, I think that would be like the least fun to jump on with. Game is actually incredibly frustrating and kind of complex to learn. Whereas some games, uh, like this one, would be really fun to jump in and have like a big crew on. But I don't know if the idea of playing Trucking Simulator, just like the very idea of it, just puts you to sleep. Borderlands is pretty cool. I beat the first two, and then I fell asleep trying to beat Borderlands 3 like 3 times. I gave up on it. I played the crap out of the first Borderlands game though, back when it first came out. That game, you remember when that game first came out? It was like this crazy new idea, a role-playing game crossed with a first-person shooter. It was so cool, and the graphics on it were fun. And Claptrap was famously annoying, but I kind of liked him. Yeah, Borderlands was pretty fun, and I played that one with my sisters. I have three sisters. Um, two of them are no longer part of the family. Long story, but I got one big sister who's really freaking awesome. But yeah, we all played Borderlands together a couple of times. It's a fun game to play as like a group. I have a hard time playing single player games most of the time because I get like anxious, like I don't have that much time. Yes, okay, a fellow Claptrap enjoyer, thank you. I feel like Claptrap is has got the kind of the same reputation as like Jar Jar Binks. I used to like to get like lots of like couch co-op type games back when I was in college. You know, like Mario Party and Mario Kart. Get like a Mario Kart drinking game going. Have like 10 or 15 people over at the house. And back when I used to drink, I really liked to play bartender. I was pretty mediocre at it. I wasn't like one of those crazy mixologists or anything, but I could make a pretty mean appletini. It's always fun when you have somebody new over to the house. Ask them what they want, mix it up. I don't do that anymore, but having I still kind of like the whole. I really like co-op games. Get a couple people together and play co-op stuff. Yeah, exactly. Rainbow Road is hardcore, man. I want to know who came up with that. Like, what kind of drugs they were on when they came up when they envisioned that in their mind. Did you ever play like the Mario Kart 64, like on the like all the old Nintendo ones? I'm sorry, I know you're trying to play Diablo, so every time I ask you a question, you have to tab out, go to YouTube, type something in, and then tab back into Diablo. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to ruin your match. Or I guess you wouldn't call it a match in Diablo. It'd be what, a dungeon, a level, something like that. Ah, more zombie lore. Zombie had a brother. Yeah, I really liked as a kid playing couch co-op games with my sibling. That's something I'm kind of bummed my daughter's gonna miss out on. Oh man, when I broke my spine, my sister brought over her Switch for me to use. It was a massive lifesaver because I couldn't like really sit upright, so I couldn't like play on my computer or anything. She brought over the Switch and I played Mario Party with my mom, which was actually surprisingly fun. I don't care. I'm a 30-year-old man and I still like hanging out with my mom. She's awesome. Ooh, speed limit 65. Time to put the hammer down. But from what I've seen on videos, Diablo looks actually really fast paced. Yeah. Well, good moms are awesome. I know some moms that are definitely not awesome. This winter I had to chain up going up over Snoqualmie Pass here in Washington State. So I go back and forth over that mountain pass usually every day. So I'm really used to chaining up. It's not like a big deal or anything. It's a little bit of work, and there's kind of some finesse to it. So you kind of got to get like good at it. A lot of people don't chain up often enough to get good at it. So for a lot of people, it's like a huge hassle. But I do it often enough that it's not too big of a deal. But it is a little bit of effort. The chains are about Necromancer is OP. I feel like Necromancer is OP in a lot of games. It's just kind of cool, like being able to make your own army. I don't know if you can do summons or not in Diablo. But yeah, so I'm going up over Snoqualmie Pass. They've got a sign out that tells you have to chain, that semi trucks need to chain up. So chains are like 40 pounds a pop, I think. And you get out, they're hanging off my trailer. So I get out and I pull them off the trailer, drag them over to the tires. You lay them over the top of the tire. You do that a couple of times, one chain at a time, and then you back up over the chain and hook the chain links together, tighten them down nice and tight, and then you're pretty much good to go. You got to throw bungees on them, and then you got to roll forward and make sure that they're still tight. And it's a little bit of a process, but when you're really good at it, you can get it done in less than 30 minutes. And so I do that. I go through the whole process, chain up, takes about 30 minutes. And I go to jump in the truck, and they turned off the chains required sign. So I'm like, oh, gosh darn it, but okay, no biggie. I'll just go take them off. Taking off chains is even easier than putting them on. It only takes like 10 minutes. So I go and I take my chains off. I hang them back up on my trailer. All good to go. As soon as I get back in the truck after taking my chains off, they've turned the chain required sign back on. And another driver I know who works for a very small company and plays very fast and loose with the rules flips off. He was there right behind me. He flipped off the sign, flipped off the DOT car that was sitting there watching us, got back in his truck, and just took off.
Headphones back on. David.
Hey, you're back.
Yep.
I was just telling Zombie a story about getting really frustrated because they kept turning the chain required sign on again, and one of the other drivers got so ticked off that he just flipped off the DOT worker, flipped off the DOT sign, and then just rolled off without chains on.
Oh yeah.
He didn't get in any trouble either.
As you do, of course. Well, I watched the moon disappear, turn vaguely red, and reappear. And I'm sure if I was a tribal man, that would be horrifying.
I'm just backing into a spot here in Pendleton. Disconnect. Okay.
I have no idea where I am.
All right, I just made it to level 4.
I appear to be on some sort of bridge.
can now go 400 miles. Freight market.
400 miles. Them some fools. I'm sitting here doing 1,290 drive, which who knows if I'll be able to get done tonight. Yeah, I'll get it done. You know how I get it done? Speed and power. My old friends.
There's a load of empty pallets to Burns. I don't want to go that way. I'll go to Bend. I'm gonna have a look and see where you're at on the map. Does your route take you through Bend at all? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Kind of these loads that I'm taking. I'm taking loads because of where they're going rather than because of what they pay. And so, like, I'm taking a load that goes like 100 miles and pays like $3,000.
I should probably calculate the cost of great.
But the payout was what, 80,000?
Yeah.
There it is.
It cuts out all the tedious like loading and unloading, trying to find a job and then driving to the job site, which will add time.
Oh, you're over by Salem. Okay. All right. Well, I'm headed down to Burns, where
Stop. These are rest stations. My guy desperately needs a rest stop. Maybe a petrol stop as well. Ooh. Zombie, I don't know if you saw that, but I may be the best driver of all time. Like,
I think she's playing Diablo 3 right now, so I'm gonna go with probably not.
Okay, well, I'm very impressed with myself.
What else is new?
Okay, yeah, but like this time I deserve it. Okay, that was a hell of a save.
Okay, I'm going to Chelan tomorrow. I'm loading out of Kinder Morgan.
I'm gonna plug in my phone.
South.
Oh no. Oh, I butchered this. Why is zombie saying mums are awesome?
Oh, I was just talking about how when I broke she said that she was playing Diablo on Switch, and I was telling her about how when I broke my spine, my sister loaned me her Switch, and my mom came over and we played Mario Party.
You know, I don't think we've ever asked, does zombie have children?
Have we had this conversation? I felt like we had this conversation.
We have not had this I would remember if we had this conversation, I'm sure.
Freight market.
Green is petrol, right?
Green is diesel.
No, like green on the map, you halfwit.
I don't know.
Dark, like
You
dark.
quarter wit.
Petrol.
No kids for me, Max. I told you this.
Did we have this? I do not remember this conversation. This is not a conversation we had.
I don't remember for sure if I was there for it, but
I definitely don't remember. No, I don't remember.
Oh crap! This is doubles. Man, this is I can't believe how little I'm getting paid for hauling doubles this far. This is just like, okay, now this is realistic.
This is a suicide lane. Yeah, no one's okay, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm just gonna send it. You're not a cop, right? You can turn left on a green light, right?
Yes.
Well, apparently not.
What do you mean?
There was a protected turn signal, which was red.
Ah, yeah. No, you can't turn left on that.
Well, I mean, I asked the expert and you said I could, so I did. So I blame you.
Okay. Go for it.
I am going for
I'm
it.
just happy you called me an expert.
I mean, you know, you have to be an expert at something. And, you know, you're clearly an expert at taking big liquid loads.
Yep, that's what I do.
Subscribe to David's OnlyFans. Please.
Zombie is living life to the fullest.
Ugh. I think I've lost $4,000 now in vehicle offenses.
Not married, no kids, just a cat. You know, I used to be more of a dog person, and these days I find dogs to be incredibly intrusive. And I've become a cat person.
It's because you used to be. Now you're just old.
Aren't you a cat person?
Yeah, what's your excuse?
Wait, no, my excuse is that I'm old. What's your excuse?
Because I'm like an 80-year-old in a 21-year-old's body.
Sometimes. Mr. I eat pizza with a fork.
I forgot.
You
I forgot I
sick,
did that in your presence.
you sick, evil person.
The look you gave me when I asked. I will remember that look for the rest of my life.
Oh man, my back hurts and I haven't even gotten into the driver's seat yet.
You're not very smart, are you?
What do you mean? I'm very smart.
Are you?
I'm brilliant even.
Brilliant.
Oh, I still got another hour. I can't roll out until almost 1 a.m. I got up too early. Oh well.
David, I'll call you brilliant when you say that one of my writings is a masterpiece, but not before.
Unless you count my kids in Skyrim that I never see. Oh, you're basically like a real parent.
That's sad. You understand how that's sad, right?
I lately have been seeing my daughter 1 day per week. It's not enough.
Well, as her Canadian evac person, I'm deeply disappointed in you.
Yes. Yes, you know, she sees me more than I saw my dad when I was her age. 'Cause my dad was a sailor back then. And I remember as a kid just thinking my dad was just the coolest dude ever. Because I didn't have to deal with all of his BS all the time.
Don't worry, David. I promise you that is not what she's thinking. No one has ever looked at you and gone, wow, he is the coolest dude ever.
Well, I'm basically the only dude she knows, so.
Keep it that way for as long as humanly possible.
Exactly. I'm gonna enjoy this I'm gonna enjoy her completely innocent, unconditional love for as long as I can.
No, you live in America. Good luck.
I said for as long as I can, not forever.
Wait, Max uses a fork for eating pizza? That is just pathetic, according to Zombie. You know, one of these days you're gonna stand up for me. It's gonna happen.
I think I have before.
Name
You probably weren't there for it though.
name a single time.
Oh, so you like stars? Name all the constellations.
Just saying, if you can't even name a single time that you've. I can name a time that I was nice to you, which was last time we spoke. I
That's
paid.
true.
I paid you that one compliment, and it almost killed me.
I really liked that compliment.
Damn, I didn't want you
I
to
liked
really
that one
like
a
it.
lot.
I
Yeah,
wanted.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. I my head is very much swollen after that. Thank you very much.
Which one?
The one where you said I'm a shining example of what an American should be.
No, no. I meant which
I
head.
will never. Yes.
Well, I mean, you do live the American dream pretty like resolutely.
David, never let your daughter date someone like Max.
It's reddish, is it? Oh, hang on. The moon has gone reddish. I have to pull over for a second.
You have to go look now.
Yeah, just give me a second.
See, that's the difference between driving a semi truck and a game in real life. In real life, you just look out the window.
Well, there's no window.
Oh, I'm a little sick to my stomach. I don't feel very good. I think that might have been a bad rap I got at Subway. Okay, so 5 seconds in game is one, or 5 seconds in real life is 1 minute in game. So if it thinks it's going to take 200 minutes, that's 1,000 seconds, which is like 15 minutes. Which means I should have time to get this thing parked and haul at least like 2 more loads before I can actually go on the clock. Now, I can't force my daughter to not date somebody like Max, but I can highly discourage it. I mean, you know how teenagers are. You can tell them they can't do something, and there's a good chance they won't do it, but there's always a chance they might do it anyway. And you start adding hormones into the mix. Eesh. I have definitely been in the situation where a girl's parents told them that she couldn't date me, and we were dating anyway. Which is always like a really good indicator that you definitely shouldn't be dating that kid, right? Like, like if you say, "Hey, stay away from my daughter," and then they don't, that's probably a pretty good sign that you were right to tell them to stay away from their daughter. Yeah, I'm very much interested to see how I handle the challenges of being a parent to a teenager.
Well, I have returned. Hello?
Hello.
The moon is
Well,
vaguely red.
congrats. Yeah.
That is all.
Oh.
What are we talking about?
Oh, I was just talking to Zombie about how she said I'd never to let my daughter date anybody like Max. And I was just talking to kind of musing over whether or not I can actually force Isabel not to date a single person. It would have to be pretty bad if I wanted to like really enforce that.
I mean, I feel like if you disallow it, though, it gives it that level of allure, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I think
having an open and honest conversation about it is probably a better way of
or
going
it means
about
the
than
family
flat out
has a
no.
chop shop in the backyard. That is why family didn't approve of my friend. A chop shop in the backyard. Yeah, that's a good reason to disapprove. I'm just gonna pull out right in front of this guy because he's not a real person.
Google Chrome will remember that.
Okay, but like aside from the chop shop, were they like actually like decent people, or were they just like absolute dirtbags?
Don't you want to like say, you know, how good I am or something? Like, this is your opportunity to defend me. It was handed to you on a silver platter. Are you gonna take it? I hate you. You may be the worst human, nay, the worst animal ever to have existed.
I will find an opportunity to stand up for you and say something nice about you at some point, but I'm not going to use my daughter as that opportunity.
Fair enough.
Oh, I need to turn off my windshield wipers.
You could have just said, you know, Max isn't that bad or something. You didn't have to go, you know, all the way with your daughter. Jeez.
Yeah, I totally let my daughter date Max.
Well, you didn't have to say that. I mean, you could have gone like, oh, Max is a pretty solid dude, though. Any of the above would have been better than total silence.
This is the time I was supposed to spend reading what you sent me.
Oh, wow. I'm
I've
glad.
instead spent it playing American Trucking Simulator with you.
I don't know if I should be, like, complimented or upset.
But,
Because, like, I want to make it clear, I am actually quite proud of the thing I sent you. I sent it to my prof, and she was like, you know, this is a 12 out of 10. I was like, oh, that's 12. Okay, alright.
yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that, Zombie. I could kind of tell by the tone of your comment that, yeah, there's plenty of good people who do things that are considered bad. Hi, Cheese. Cheese is here. Oh, God. I need so much more horsepower. I'm doing 22 miles an hour climbing this hill. This is actually painful.
I am currently sitting at 70 miles an hour in 13th gear, gaining on this Corvette, and then I'm going to send it around a blind corner and just pray to whatever gods I believe in. Oh, holy God, Emperor, he who makes things all right.
Dude, those that Warhammer video you sent me the other day was so cool.
The Pity the Guardsman. The reason I was listening to that was because I was writing this most recent story, and I wanted to have it that gritty feel. That was the idea.
That was pretty sick. That was definitely an excellent monologue. If I was still in high school and I still had to do monologues, I would totally do that one.
You would. You would laugh, monster. But need I remind you?
That could basically be just like the infantryman's creed, honestly.
What, for 10,000 years? Damn construction. Oh! David, if you saw that in real life, what I just did, you would have an aneurysm.
Oh my God. I just ran over a construction worker at like 80 miles an hour.
Well, at least I stopped for the construction. See, I am better than David, and he's an actual lorry driver. And I just play with
I'm at 20% damage.
You're at 20%. I haven't taken any damage this entire trip.
I went from 80 to 0 in 0 seconds. I have so many lights on my dash now.
It's good. The more lights you have, the cooler your truck is.
In that case, my IRL truck is very cool. I have so many LED lights.
The problem is you're in it, which makes it kind of not.
Yeah, but I've got like sun visors and stuff on it, so you can't see that I'm in it. So it looks cool from the outside.
Well, no one can see that you're in it anyway, unless you get your booster seat out.
It's an air ride seat. Thank you very much. I just raise it up. I also found out today while I was talking to one of my buddies, talking about how high we like the seat. And I was like, I've never seen how high up the seat can go. And so I was doing 65 down the freeway, and I just raised the seat as high as it could go, and my feet came off the floor. I couldn't reach any of the pedals for a couple seconds there.
David, minus the fact that you respond to my text sometimes while you're driving, that is another thing I'll add to the reasons why I'm glad I don't live in America. It's a long list and prestigious, so you're lucky to be in it.
I'm honored to be part of the 1,300 reasons why you're glad you're not an American. Oh, I have to fix my truck now.
Stop sabotaging David, Max. They're blaming your incompetence on me. You know what that is? That's cope. They can't handle the fact that they're...
You're saying the chat is... You're saying that cheese is coping for you texting me while I'm driving.
No, the fact that you're incompetent and ran over a construction worker, I assume that was in reference to. Anyway, it's not that I'm texting you, it's that you respond. Let's not get bogged down with it being my fault here. Is this oh yeah, this is a turn light. Oh, why did it just turn yellow? Can I turn on...
does not simply... You need to understand your responsibilities, Max. One does not simply not respond to a text from a famous YouTuber.
If I'm a famous YouTuber, then 1, why don't I make any money? And 2,
because I quit barking.
Dude, can you stop barking again, please? I kind of need...
No.
I need a new Porsche. Okay?
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes
Why
Benz?
can I not sleep here?
My friends all have Porsches, and I must make amends.
I specifically pulled off because this was like a sleepy place.
A sleepy place.
Well, it was a
Oh,
rest
Max went
stop,
to the sweepy place.
and it won't let me sleep. And now I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out of here because I've got a massive lorry.
Okay, I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna skip parking. Okay, I have time for one more load, I think.
One of these? How do you back one of these up, David?
David, we shouldn't tell Max about 80s and 90s truckers and the drugs. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a real thing.
Okay.
Oh, and I-90 just opened back up. I-90's been closed like this entire time we've been playing. Real life I-90 has been closed. It was snowing hard and there were a bunch of crashes.
Yeah, it was snowing quite hard where I live as well today. You ever seen that thing of the snake eating its own tail?
Yeah,
because that is my truck right now.
Like
Oh, that's fine. She's fine.
Discord.
Wow. Did I like judge that to be... Wow, I am so good at this game. Holy.
Yeah, I've still got another hour.
Apparently David is never wrong, according to the chat.
Thank you, Cheese. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you.
Wait, really? You're just gonna like... Wow, okay. That's how it is.
You're going to Arizona, right?
Yes, although I'm currently trying to stop this rest station unsuccessfully.
Okay, I'm gonna have a look at where you're at, but I'm just making my way south that direction. I got time for one more load. I still got, well, no, I got time for probably 2 or 3 more loads, honestly, because God, the loads over here in like like east of the Cascades are like really poorly paying. Oh, here's one for computers going to Reno. Yeah, we're going to Reno. That's on the way.
Let me take you to Reno, Reno, fly away like an eagle, which will only make sense if you had my childhood. If you had any other childhood, that will mean nothing to me. But it was a very funny joke, and I did really good.
Okay.
You ever watch the movie Rio?
What movie?
The movie Rio, like Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, the one with the bird?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna take another red light violation. Holy Jesus, I've lost $5,000 on this journey. I have been getting a lot of violations.
I just did an entire load without taking a single violation for the first time.
Don't you just love it when you can take a load without being violated? It's great. I really hope no one takes this out of context, like, ever.
You literally are saying it so that it can be taken out of context. You're really hoping that somebody takes this out of context.
But like, I feel like my political dreams are probably dead because of this YouTube channel.
What political dreams? You're gonna be no, you were never trying to be a prime minister anyway. You were gonna be an emperor.
I've decided I've decided that I'm gonna be the next prime minister of the Canadian Empire.
That's an option, I guess.
And in my grace, I'm gonna let Washington be a province.
There are worse things you could do.
I'm gonna bring free healthcare to America, and you're gonna like it.
I have a truck.
I knew a truck of 90s. And you're gonna like it.
Pop pills like they were candy. Yeah, the what Zombie's talking about is like, there's like truckers from like the 1970s through the 90s were really famous, have like a really famous reputation for being like doing a lot of meth and stuff like that. Because especially before the hours of service rules were a thing. And that reputation is very real. It was extremely common for truck drivers to develop chemical dependencies because it helps them stay on the road for longer and make more money. And that's why we all have to take drug tests all the time now.
Wow, take the fun out of everything.
Yeah, I know, right? How am I supposed to drive for 48 hours straight without my meth?
And there goes David's political dreams.
It's all right. David never had a chance at a political career.
What, because you're too short or too fat? Or too poor?
Too poor.
You're also not old enough as well. You need to be a little bit more prune-like.
Well, I could start as like in like municipal politics, you know.
I feel
But like
Trump
almost
did not
every American politician. What's that?
Trump didn't start in municipal politics. He just went straight for the big game.
He started as a billionaire.
No, he started with a small loan of $1 million.
Right, my bad. Can I buy an engine yet?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, which is gonna get me in like feelings jail, but that's okay because I kind of want to know the answer. You know?
Okay.
My question is, if Trump wants both Greenland and Canada, then why is Greenland the not the 51st state, and Canada is the so-called 51st state? You know?
Because that was the one that, like, he started calling Canada the 51st state, like, as a joke. And so that stuck. And he hasn't thought of that for Greenland yet. So, also calling Greenland the 52nd state would actually put like an order to things. Like, oh, we're gonna do this one and then that one, and that would imply a plan.
That would be bad. Having a plan is gay.
Well, because then if you have a plan, then you have to like come up with, or you have to like imply that there's something there that you're sticking to. And he's already got a couple of those priorities that he's got to stick to.
Maybe he does have a plan. It's just like he's playing checkers, playing chess. You know?
I think he's playing tic-tac-toe.
He's playing tic-tac-toe. Snakes and ladders on the global stage. It's fine. It's a late night stream. It's fine. It's fine. Late night streams are politics streams, essentially.
Is this like a thing now, or are we in feelings jail? Okay.
This is a thing now.
Are you sure about that? Because this is starting to become a pattern.
Yeah, you know, like, I feel like we don't have anything else to, like, really get to grips with, and I feel like I want to break some hearts today. You know? I thirst for violence.
Well, luckily for you, we got plenty of that on the table.
We were just talking about that. My parents were discussing their legitimate plan for an American invasion. It was quite. You know when you like are talking about something, and you don't realize how ludicrous it is until like. David, why do I see you up in front of me?
Oh, do you see? Because I've been working my way towards you, load by load. I'm going to Reno right now.
I see you, yeah. Yeah, no, my parents were talking about how they immediately get back on the first plane to England. Come on, that's not very loyal.
That's the right thing to do. Good for them.
Yeah, no, that's probably what I would do.
Yep. Do that.
Kayla,
Yeah, do that.
you'd have to get married on the airplane. I'm sure she'll find that very romantic.
Honestly, that's one of those things where it's like it actually is a romantic story 20 years later, you know, when the war's over and you're telling your kids stories of what you did in the war.
We
You're
used
like, yeah,
to have baked beans,
we got married on the plane.
Instead of these ration packs made of broken down human bodies.
Oh, God.
Hang on, I'm gonna read the chat and see if it's turned into a toxic wasteland. No, we're good. Keep going.
Oh, yeah, there's not enough people who want to watch American
fine.
Trucking Simulator. We're all right. The people, those of you who are still in the chat, which I believe is just Zombie, real trooper.
Real true, absolute. No, I'm not gonna call the zombie a hero.
Oh no, Cheese is still here.
Is Cheese still here?
That is something that would be in a movie. Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah,
Cheese.
it really is.
Yeah, no, we were like legitimately discussing it, and I was like, holy crap. This is something that I would understand if it was about Russia, but America? Land of the free?
The part that blows my mind is how many people are like cheering it on. I think it's funny. Like, I just don't get it.
I guess it's funny if it's not you.
It shouldn't be, you know? It didn't used to be that way. There was a time when the American people would be appalled at this whole sort of. But we have lost our way.
Things come and go. Sorry, I'm assuming you're laughing at the chat, but I'm currently tailgating somebody, so you have to read it.
Zombie says, Max doesn't give me credit for being a loyal viewer. You know, Cheese says, Zombie is very loyal.
I appreciate, and I'm slightly scared by the fact that Zombie consistently is always the first to the stream. You know, I appreciate that. Zombie is someone with that notification bell.
I'm not.
I know you're not. Also, Zombie doesn't turn tail and run every time we start discussing politics, which is every time it passes.
I know, that is pretty impressive. Oh, God.
Well, you know, Zombie's...
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Zombie's green. We spoke about this last time, remember? She would support the Green Party in Canada.
So yeah, that's right.
I mean, she's got to be on some sort of list for execution now. But also, we're quite close. Although apparently I'm communist.
I'm driving on this like mountain highway back here, and I like moved my leg and it caught the mouse cord, and it's made my view stare at the ceiling, and I couldn't see anything, and I drove off and hit a tree, and now I'm at 50% damage.
It literally happens to me every time I have to do something dumb to correct. I feel it. It sucks. It sucks.
Ow. Ow. I somehow just managed to hit 3 signs. Well, there went all the profit from this load.
Good job. Oh yeah. Sorry, I meant to tell you more. So my brother's plan.
Oh, sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, my brother's plan for the American.
Holy shit! Spit it out.
Is he's gonna join the American Gestapo. He's gonna be a collaborator, he says.
That's a good idea. I should do that too.
One of my
Then after,
co-workers is gonna turn himself into a IED, apparently.
a suicide bomber.
Yeah, because he's First Nation
That's
and like he looks First Nation, so he doesn't think he's got much hope.
okay. The truck's all fixed now. I have $136. See, this is my fear about real life. Is, you know, if I can get a couple weeks in of good hauling and you get a little bit savings built up, that's good. If I can't, then I could wind up losing, you know, a lot.
I mean, you know, David, I ain't no financial planner. I'll be the first to admit that, but I'm pretty sure a wife and child requires a house.
I hope America doesn't wage war on Canada too. I don't want my 1078th favorite YouTuber to have to move.
1070. Well, it kind of hurts a little bit. I know.
So tell me, Cheese, who's 1077? Who's one spot above Max?
I hate you.
Please tell me it's Spookster.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
You know, I have thought long and hard about whether I would enlist if it actually looked like America was gonna do something stupid. And if I thought that we would have any chance whatsoever, I would, but we wouldn't last 5 seconds.
No, unfortunately not.
There'd probably be like a token fight around the Parliament buildings, you know? Just to say that it wasn't totally just a walkover, but the truth of the matter is sad.
I really hope not. Really hope that they don't do that.
What? Invade or fight for the Parliament buildings?
Well, that too, but invade obviously, but I really hope they don't fight for the Parliament buildings. I don't think that'll happen.
I feel
that
like
would be a waste of human life.
Right?
No, you don't. Pick your fight smarter than that. That's a stupid fight. If they're fighting for the token victory or whatever, or the token resistance, like that's a waste. That's just a loss of human life for no fucking reason. No, go into the woods. If you want to have your token resistance, do an insurgency.
Do an insurgency. Well, I have re-downloaded Arma 3 Anti-Stasi. I'm getting ready.
Agricultural inspection ahead. This is BS.
And I'll tell you what, the Americans have got no chill in Anti-Stasi.
And that's nothing compared to what we do in real life.
You shoot
Anti-Stasi is easy mode.
One little collaborator and suddenly there's 2 A10 Warthogs. Currently tailgating a police officer. Is that a good idea?
Hey, wait until the B-21 comes out with 10 AI drone wingmen, you know?
It's typical tech bro solution to all military problems.
And then and each of those are armed with Palantir, and so they know your face, and they'll drop a JDAM on your actual face.
Oh, good. Excellent. I always knew the American military was dystopian. I just didn't realize how dystopian. Until now.
It only gets worse from there, man. I mean, you got to remember, we've been doing nothing but fighting against insurgencies for the last 20 years.
Yeah, I don't think I would actually participate in insurgencies. The fact that I don't really want a drone to be dropping bombs on school.
Yeah, it's just that's not going to be how Canada maintains its independence. It's not realistic.
Well, I hope, I pray, because it is our only hope, that in the event that an invasion was declared, the majority, or at least some of the American military, would not do it.
Yeah, that would be that would be a really interesting. That'll be really interesting to see how this plays out in the near future as more and more of the military gets replaced by loyalists. How many loyalists there actually are available. It would be a lot better if the Republicans hadn't taken the House and the Senate as well. Then we'd at least have something.
The thing that gets me is that, I mean, you remember during the election, I legitimately was like, it's not going to affect me. I'm going to be fine. Good luck, folks.
Yeah.
Okay, but no one could have predicted this, you know?
You don't remember me saying, no, we're the richest country in the world. It will affect you? You remember that?
I mean, I probably do, but I'm just going to pretend that I don't.
I said that like every single time was like, hey, no, not only are we your neighbors, but we're also the richest country in the world. Everything we do affects everybody.
Well, at no point did you say, hey, you know, we're going to invade you.
Yeah, I gotta say, that one took me by surprise too. The amount of commitment that and backing that is being shown for expansionism right now is pretty horrific.
It's funny, because I always assumed America would be, like, anti... You know, because America's whole thing is, like, no imperialist powers.
That's relatively new, to be fair. We were, early on an empire and proud of it. The whole manifest destiny thing, westward expansion. We regularly, United States presidents regularly referred to the American empire. It wasn't really until the post-World War II era where we kind of decided, like, okay, it's time for everybody to chill out and quit killing each other. That was like the World War I era soldiers, the guys who fought in the trenches in World War I and who sent their kids to World War II and led World War II. Guys like Hap Arnold, George Patton, and Eisenhower. Those are the guys who made the world order that we've been peacefully living in for the last 80 years. And
it only took 2 months to completely rip it up, though.
Yeah, which is just crazy, because as long as the U.S. maintained the world order as it was, the world is the most peaceful it's ever been in human history.
And you guys are the richest nation
by far.
Yeah.
And until recent decisions, we were set to maintain that for the foreseeable future as well. There was a lot of talk about China, but it wasn't really much of a competition, to be honest with you. But now it is.
Well, I must admit, I was a little bit relieved when I read the news and saw that put tariffs on the European Union. I was like, yes! Come on!
Yeah, yeah. Did you see that he threatened to put a 200% tariff on European Union liquor? Alcohol products?
I did. I heard that he was... Because America has its own champagne, which is just a hilarious statement.
Yeah.
And I don't even drink, and I know that's a hilarious statement.
Yeah, it's like saying America has its own cognac. Or saying that Ireland has its own Kentucky bourbon.
No. There is no American liquor on the store shelves at all right now. I went in just to marvel at how empty it was.
Did you see the was it the American Whiskey Association, I think it is, put out a open letter to the Canadian government?
Did, yeah.
Or to the Canadian people, saying oh, quit taking our products off our shelves, please, you're being so mean.
I did see it, yeah.
It was definitely
That shit was funny as fuck. It's like you didn't think for a second to maybe put the blame where it belongs. I lost so much. I mean, I've always preferred Irish whiskey over American whiskey anyway, but I lost all respect for Jack Daniels.
I don't drink, so it doesn't really affect me too much. But the fact that I work for Best Buy, an American corporation, which is, heavily tariffed on computers and appliances and literally everything we sell, means that I'm like 97% confident I am gonna be let go.
Do you have a backup plan yet, or are you still working on it?
Well, I'll get employment insurance if I'm fired. So I'll be paid for 5 months of work or something. So I have 5 months to figure out a new job, but no, I don't have anything lined up.
Yeah. Well, remember that part of your country's financial troubles might be a reduction in some of those
Insurances,
not-
yes.
employment insurances and stuff like that. Yeah, you might lose some of those really nice things that Canadians have. Now, Canada might not respond that way. You might just go into absolutely atrocious inflation instead. They might just start printing money and keep all those social safety nets.
Sorry, I just crashed pretty badly.
Oh, sorry, man, that sucks.
It's my own fault. I was doing 100 and trying to overtake someone, and someone just popped into existence.
You're doing 100?
Yeah. I decided that I need to get the hammer down.
I have 55 miles to go to Reno.
Yeah, at the next vehicle service station, I need to stop to fix my...
Holy crap, the sun's finally coming out.
I know.
This does look a lot like Nevada. Man, Nevada's pretty, man.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty confident I'm going to be let go, because we're all working on reduced hours now, and that's like step 1 of the of the workforce reduction strategy.
Yeah.
I can't blame them. I mean, I went in and literally, I think everything has probably gone up half in price. Like TVs that were $500 are now $750. Because like even like Samsung, which isn't tariffed, like because Sony is and Insignia is, they just raise their prices as well because they get away with it.
Interesting. I mean, that's not really surprising, but it is
Well,
interesting to see that in real time.
Welcome to capitalism. Yeah. No, everything went up, not just the tariff, but everything. Because if your competitors have to sell it at 750, and you're selling yours at 500, but you can still sell yours at 700, and still get sales, right?
Yep.
But no, the real reason I think I'm going to be let go isn't even the tariffs. It's just the fact that everyone is boycotting Best Buy because it's an American company, which means that the traffic is way down.
Which is good. I mean, it's bad for you, but it's good.
Yeah, I mean, people are... It's the war mentality, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been really happy to see that you guys are sticking up for yourselves. The whole world needs to do that. Everybody needs to do that together. Because it is going to take the whole world to beat us.
The question I have is, how long can we keep it up?
As long as it takes, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be... It's just the way it works, I mean, you really can do it, but how many people are going to starve? And I mean that in the most literal sense, not like how many people are going to be hungry or have less money. I mean, how many people are literally going to starve to death? That's the question.
It's,
how long. It's not how long can you keep it up. It's how long will you keep it up.
Yeah. I'm just, I'm thinking like, well, what if Trump offered everyone $5,000? I don't think anyone would take that. $20,000? Probably some people would. $50,000? Now you're probably like, a lot of people would really have to consider.
We couldn't even make that offer to Greenland, much less Canada.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something vaguely illegal here, but I think I'll get away with it.
This late night truck simulator talk heavy.
I mean,
yeah.
Late night truck simulator we've decided is political discussion simulator.
That's pretty much. I mean, honestly, this is what being a truck driver is. You get on the phone with a friend and you talk. Well, usually avoid talking politics these days, but you talk about stuff while you drive for like ever. It used to be you get on the CB radio, but nobody uses those anymore, unfortunately. It's kind of sad. The CB radio is kind of, trash these days. I just rear-ended somebody. Please pull forward, dude.
I have $2,000, so the next time I rear-end somebody, I'm in trouble. Also, the next service station, I need to pull over for sleep, and I also need to repair my truck so it stops just randomly cutting out.
I'll have a look on the map once I'm parked here and see if I can find the next service station for you.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Pierre Polyev. He kind of got absolutely. Well, I mean, he deserves it, but like, he was definitely going to win, and then Trump decides to open his mouth, and now he's that's his political career done.
Pretty much the worst thing that could possibly happen to him was Trump and Vance and all of their people, if you can call them that, openly supported him.
Yeah, that funny that, isn't it? If you say you're gonna annex a country and then you support somebody, people tend to not like that man anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how that worked out for Putin in Ukraine.
I'm so glad no one but the 3 people in chat saw that corner, because that was terrible. That was probably the worst.
Oh,
come on, baby, you can do it.
Oh, this is a horrible spot to park. Okay, I'll go back up this way. Sometimes this game is realistic enough that it's actually uncomfortable.
David, why am I doing 1 mile an hour up the ramp? Help me.
You probably broke your truck.
I'm going backwards. Come on, baby. Oh my god. How do you... Why is this not working? Please.
Your truck broken? That bad?
No, it's like 15% or something. It's not that bad.
Did you try turning it off and back on again?
I am currently going at a speed too slow to register on any device. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. What is going on here? Why are we not going? Is the parking brake on? Okay, what if we switch to second gear? I like second gear. Second gear is the best of all gears. Never mind. Second gear. Okay, I'm gonna reverse down. This is clearly something is not right. Let's try here. Right, come on, baby. Yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. 3 miles an hour. Let's go. 2 mile. Oh, the hill is too steep. I can't get up it. I can't get up the hill. Tires are spinning, but I ain't moving. David, how do I engage differential lock?
Let me check.
It's okay. No, I remember from my like driving lessons in Canada, you gotta like go sideways and don't get going. Yeah, baby. God, I'm good. I knew I should. When I paid attention to that Indian man who taught me how to drive, oh. He literally screamed at me the entire lesson, but I guess I learned something from it. There we go. Alright, we're going. Good. We are good.
Blanco says that you should play Forza.
We
should play
Do you want
Forza
to tell him
again.
that we already played Forza, or yeah?
And that we're freaking amazing at it.
Okay,
We're so
maybe
good at it.
Don't say that.
Alright, we're pretty mediocre at Forza. But it is one of my favorite games. I do love Forza.
Still got it downloaded, I think.
I just canceled my Xbox Game Pass.
Of course you
Do you know why?
did. Because you're an inbred American with...
Partially because I'm trying to save money, and I'm canceling basically everything. But also, more importantly, because they donated $1 million to Trump's inauguration fund.
I canceled Amazon Prime, Netflix.
What's that?
I have cancelled Amazon Prime and Netflix. That's I'm doing my part.
Yes, do your part.
I'm doing my part. Instead, now all I've got is the BBC.
I've got Nebula. That's a really good one.
Curiosity Stream, powered by Nebula.
Yep. Yep, those are really good. Independent. Oh, I can hire drivers now.
You can only hire drivers right now?
Yeah, I just made it to... Well, no, wait, I'm only level 4. I don't think I can hire drivers yet.
I am so
No, I just can't buy
bored.
trailers. Let's see here. Okay, I have to log off now. I can roll in 15 minutes, so it's time for me to put my pants on. That's right. I've been talking to you all pantsless this whole time.
Okay, that's a pretty horrible picture. But, like, I'm not quite sure how horrible. Like, when you say pantsless...
I'm in bed, so I'm not going to wear my dirty jeans. Well, actually, I wear clean jeans, but I actually do keep myself pretty clean. I try to keep a professional appearance.
Okay, well, that's just a total lie, because I've seen you IRL.
Yeah.
Professionals not how
Yeah,
to
I'm
describe
clean.
you. Dwarf is how I describe you.
Oh, I can't fix my height. Also, is...
So, I pulled that off so well. Holy, I'm good at this game.
So, I think I can hire a driver. Oh, I don't have any... I haven't discovered any recruiting areas, apparently.
I found like 6 just by driving along.
Yeah. Yes, pantsless homies.
What? Was that in reference to? Zombies not work. Oh my goodness.
Dude, we're gaming,
horrible.
all right?
It's
We're
spreading.
gaming. It's pantsless time.
So are you gonna get off the Discord then, or are you gonna stay around?
Yeah. Cheese is pantsless too. Yeah.
Is this a future career move, Max? At this rate, probably.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm getting a sleeper.
Wow.
We'll just go team drive all over the states.
The amount that I don't want to sleep in the same coffin-sized room as you is
No, I'm gonna get a big one. I'm gonna get a big one.
a big one.
Yeah, with a bunk, so you don't have to sleep. You know, we don't have to share a bed.
Oh, the hijinks that would ensue.
All right, I'm going to sleep. David sleeps in the top bunks. Max reefs on the brakes as hard as he can.
Yes, exactly. That is the.
Oh, dude, if we tried to team drive together, that company would last like 3 days.
But it would be 3 glorious days. Problem is, it would be
Dude,
your truck that I would ruin. So.
Good night, Cheese. Thanks for stopping in. It was good to see you, man.
Bye, Cheese. Wow. No, just bye, David, and then I just get bye. Why am I hated on my own channel, David? Don't answer that question.
If you're gonna stay up for a little bit longer, I'll stay on the Discord because I'll be doing the same thing we've been doing this whole time, just in real life instead of in game. So
I hope you're better at driving in real life than you are in the game. Wow, I feel like.
I mean, I hit stuff less often.
No, David, I'm gonna finish this load in solidarity with you. Your life.
I'm gonna see where you're at right now. It's so tempting to take one more load, but I really do need to get going, I guess.
David, buddy,
map.
in real life is more important than the numbers on your screen.
Oh, you're way the hell over there in Nevada. Oh, you went way farther east than I was going. I don't think that was the most efficient route.
I just followed the route.
I don't think it gave you a very good route, honestly. It took you through a whole lot of mountain roads and stuff. Probably would have been faster, honestly, going to Flagstaff. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, you say that, but I haven't seen any police for the last like 15 minutes, and I've been doing 82 miles now along said mountain roads. There's a lot of construction, but I found that you can just skip it by just driving off road.
Maybe that is the best way. I don't know. I never went directly from Seattle to Arizona, so I wouldn't know. I'm going to accept my progress. And I'm going to turn my Steam Deck off. Oh, I start packing everything away. Yes, sir. Yep, I'm sitting here in the sleeper right now. Break out the trail mix.
Ultimate sadness right now. You've been playing American Truck Simulator, and now you're gonna
fire up the real thing. Honestly, I'm feeling kind of ready for my work day today. I'm pretty happy to be. I'm pretty happy to get going today. I'm feeling it. Especially now that I got some time to wake up. You know, sometimes when I first wake up in the sleeper and I'm like, oh god, I have to be rolling in 15 minutes, and I'm just kind of like overwhelmed by the idea of even like grabbing my paperwork. I'm not super excited about the load I got to do today. It's kind of a pain in the butt. A little hard to get to, and I got to use my own truck pump, which means I got to hook up a whole bunch of extra hoses, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong when you're truck pumping. It's kind of stressful.
I'm seeing you like pumping your truck, you know? Like in the fuel hole.
No, it's my truck has a power takeoff, which is like basically a little gear that hangs out down from the transmission, and so you click on the power takeoff, and it runs a little spinny pump, and you can use that to run all sorts of different things. For this truck, it's set up to run a fuel pump, or a pump that hooks up at a hose from at the back of the truck, and it pushes it on the other side of on the side of the truck. So it goes. I connect my trailer to my truck, and then, well, actually, I connect my trailer to my trailer, then to my truck, and the truck works as a pump. The engine in my truck works as a pump, and so then I use that to push fuel into somebody's fuel tanks. Not very complicated, but it means a lot more connections, and every single connection is a chance for a leak. And when you're talking about hauling jet fuel, leaks are bad, okay?
Leaks are bad.
And
wow,
then,
bold statement there.
yeah. And then, and then everything on the output end of the pump is under very high pressure. So any leak on that end is a spray, several hundred PSI. So you have to be really careful and make sure everything's tight and secure. And then when you disconnect everything, you have to do it very carefully because it's all still under all that pressure. So if you mess up, you can make a really, really big mess. A very big, very dangerous mess. Because, you know, you're standing in a puddle of jet fuel at that point.
All you need is a lighter and your problems will be solved.
Very slowly. That's not the way I want to go, man. That is not a good way to go.
Holy Jesus. David, I got airtime in my truck.
I'm doing my paperwork right now, so because I still can't legally roll for another 10 minutes. Are you, Zombie, are you staying in the chat for a little while longer?
I think she just thought that you were leaving, and so she immediately left. I'm not staying to watch my backs.
Lako, you're right. Jet fuel will not combust easily. In fact, you can usually, you know, depending on that outside conditions, you could probably put out a cigarette in it, but that doesn't make it safe. A buddy of mine just, well, an acquaintance of mine just exploded in a fireball a couple months ago. Stuck in his truck. He's dead. It does go up. It is dangerous.
That was gonna be my next question, is when you say exploded, is he like...
Nope. He never even tried to get out of the truck.
Oh. Is it quick then?
I have no idea. I saw the video, but you can't see in the video whether the guy was conscious inside the truck or not when it went up. You couldn't see the cab of the truck because it was a big fireball. It's ugly stuff. Well, I don't know, because if he was conscious while he was trapped inside that truck, it was probably became an oven.
I'm glad we're having this conversation before you go and haul, you know, a bunch of jet fuel.
I'm not planning on crashing.
Great.
I'm not.
I'm glad you're not planning on crashing. That would be an issue.
Yeah, I have no intention but part of the problem for him was he was driving what we call a body tank, so it's a truck with a tanker on it, and then it hauls a trailer. We can hope, Lako. We can hope. Hopefully, what I'm really hoping is that he wasn't wearing a seatbelt and he banged his head against the windshield hard enough to knock himself unconscious before he felt anything. That's my optimistic take.
I mean, if that's the optimistic take, I'm scared to know what the pessimistic take would be. So I can guess.
Yeah. But the body tanks, so you've got a truck with a tank attached to the body, and then it's got a pintle hook at the back with a dolly, and then a trailer rests on top of that dolly. So it's got 2 pivot points. And a liquid trailer with 2 pivot points is pretty unstable in slippery conditions. I used to drive one of those, and those things in the snow are really dangerous. That's what I used to drive, and that's what he was driving. So he hit a patch of black ice, and he made the mistake of hitting the brakes hard rather than what you actually want to do is just let off the throttle and try to get it back under you. But his trailer went around him, spun him. So when he ignited, he was on his side sliding backwards down the interstate and then hit a rock wall on the edge of the interstate, and that punctured enough hole in the trailer and to make the fireball go way up, and that caught the truck, and the whole thing exploded in a big old cloud of black smoke.
Sleep well tonight, everybody.
Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, so my truck is a straight trailer. So I've got a truck and trailer, or excuse me, a semi truck with a 53-foot super tube. So I only have 1 pivot point, and the wheelbase is really, really long. So it takes a lot to get this thing sideways. It's really easy to drive. I'm very grateful for my truck that I've got right now. It's awesome. It's super cushy. I got a nice long wheelbase on the truck, so when I hit bumps and stuff, I barely feel it. It's a nice truck. Oh crap, where'd I put my pen? You still driving, Max?
Yeah.
I would just like to say thank you to all my fellow pantsless players tonight.
Okay, I've just discovered that I'm $2,000 in debt now.
Yeah, but you're gonna get what, 80 grand when you get there?
60 grand or something.
You'll be able to damn near buy another truck.
Oh, that was bad luck. I guess I should have done my shoulder checks, but I literally just repaired my truck and immediately got 5% damage just by pulling out.
Oh, that sucks. No, Lako, Volvos are not safer than other trucks. In fact, Volvos are, in my humble opinion,
Which is obviously entirely
they're not my favorite truck.
Sorry.
Volvos are expensive and, in my personal opinion, in a lot of ways lower in build quality than the American trucks are. And I'm not saying that like, go America. It's just a fact. Their engines are designed in a way that makes them very hard to work on too. The injection rails are at the back, so you have to basically pull the whole engine out to make adjustments. And the interiors are built really cheap. Now, historically speaking, I don't know about nowadays. Historically speaking, the Canadians made a really, really good truck too. Not meant for the American market. They are specifically designed for the American market. We have our own type of semi trucks that, they don't use in the European Union. They use cab overs. We use actual semi trucks. The Volvos are they're solid, but they're not as good as Belt or a Kenworth or a Western Star for that matter, in my opinion. Now, the older Western Star was actually originally a Canadian company. For fans of Transformers, Optimus Prime was a Western Star. but then they got bought out by Freightliner, which is owned by Mercedes. Freightliner used to be American, now it's owned by Mercedes, but they're all built in the United States now. And the Western Stars actually took a bit of a hit in quality when they quit being built in Kelowna. The Canadians actually did build the Western Stars better than Freightliner did. Freightliner, however, in general, took a big hit in quality when they got bought by Mercedes. They used to be really good trucks. Nowadays, they're pretty cheap. So pretty much, like the top of the line trucks are Peterbilts and Kenworths. Freightliners are a lot cheaper. Mack, and there's a couple other companies like Mack, for example, is like almost purely industrial work. Like,
isn't Mac a makeup brand?
I don't know.
Pretty sure it is, because that's the only place I know Mac from. Is it the same company that
Volvo's
does makeup and lorries?
Volvo's doing a big marketing push here, and their whole thing is driver comfort and safety. Volvos have really big interiors, and they do have a lot of options. Until a few years ago, used wood in their trucks. A lot of semi-trucks, wood is a premium option. Like, you can get hardwood floors in your trucks and stuff like that. You pay extra for that.
Yes, I've always wanted hardwood floors.
It's a lot easier to clean. And it's classy, you know, depending on your opinion. Personally, I don't really want... Personally, I don't really like the hardwood floor thing, but some guys are really into it, and to each their own.
So what kind of... You're thinking about that truck you sent me specifically? Is the one you're gonna...
Lako, where do you live? I would love to have that truck, Max, but I don't think I can afford it. That would be that was an American Western Star. It was like a 2012, so that one would have been built in Oregon. Nowadays they're built in Pennsylvania, I think. Dude, I was about to guess India. That's so funny. Where in India do you live?
Tell me, little boy, where do you live? Sorry.
Well, you know, which general portion of India? It's fun that you've got a viewer in India. That's cool.
You always think my viewers are specifically when they're insulting me. Well, I'm just gonna get $200 violations per minute I drive because I can't find somewhere to sleep.
Let's see. Now that's one of the is that one of the hotter and drier regions of India? I know India's got some like really pretty like jungle-ish type stuff too. But I don't know the topography of India very well. I know where Punjab is. I know about like the whole Punjabi thing because almost every truck driver that comes from India is Punjabi. And that's like the only like cultural group I know. But I don't know what Bengaluru is like. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, but I'm an American. I'm going to do my best. But as far as I understand, that particular part of India is like a little bit higher altitude and drier, right? Okay. Base city. Lako has officially confirmed that the city is based.
The city is based, alright.
Okay, I think I'm. Nope. I still have to do my paperwork. Gosh darn it! I've been sitting here reading the chat instead of doing my paperwork.
David.
Oh, that's right. I was looking for my pen.
Your gosh darn paperwork, you half-wit.
Well, I'm not on the clock yet. I'm not on the clock until I write it down. So.
God, I am almost $5,000 in debt, and all of it is crash damage. We still have zombie.
IT Bay City.
Zombie Go. An IT base.
IT Bay City.
Oh, he lives in one of those places where they're like, we're trying to reach you about your computer's extended warranty. Right?
I like how you use that voice instead of trying to do an Indian accent because that would be hella racist.
I was about to say, I had two options
like,
there.
unless...
I could either go very high or I could go very cancelled. I chose to go high.
I cannot do a good Indian accent, unfortunately. I've known a couple of guys who could, but like, it's hard. I can barely do a good Southern accent, but Southern American.
You can.
I don't know, that's Delhi.
English, so.
I can speak English gooder than you can.
Gooder.
Okay, Gmail. Let's see what we got here. 2807.
You know,
Let's
my
take
like
off my pen.
headcanon is that you narrate what you're doing even when you're not on stream.
You're absolutely right. I do, because otherwise I lose track of what I'm doing.
ADHD, bipolar.
Autistic. Oh, I'm really not pleased. I really don't want to have to go to this site today. I was really looking forward to a nice, easy day. I don't like going up here. And this is going to be the South Tanks. I put my clipboard on the steering wheel to ride on, but I've got the engine on warming up, so I'm sitting here with the engine vibrating the ever-loving crap out of my handwriting, and so it just like looks super shaky.
What, like you've been drinking? Good, good. That'll give a
Yeah.
good impression to your employer.
Okay. And this is Jet A 10,500.
Literally all I've done for the last 5 minutes is keep the throttle pinned, 13th gear, and just flat to the floor, go.
South Park. Okay. I've never been to that particular side of that airport before, so I will have to call and ask for directions. 5. Which is always fun, especially when you're driving.
I'm in Vegas, baby.
Hey, you're almost Arizona.
Arizona knows how to party. Arizona knows how to party. I've actually been to Vegas.
I haven't.
Do you want me to describe it to you?
Yeah, why not? What's Vegas like?
Well, I was 13, so the nipple covers were scarring. Like, genuinely scarring. Like, that's a moment I'll remember for a long time. It smelled of cigarette smoke, which I can't stand cigarette smoke. I know you kind of can, because you're, you know.
I love the smell of cigarettes, unfortunately. To this day, I have always liked the smell of cigarettes.
I genuinely can't stand it. It was everywhere. It was in like the hotel room, in the restaurants. You know.
Yeah, that would be too much.
And then
Okay.
also I was 13, so I couldn't gamble. So it kind of defeats the whole purpose of Vegas, maybe.
Thanks, Lako. Good talking to you.
Like, I think that's just us now. I'll probably stop.
All right.
Once I finish this load, I'm gonna go do some writing. I don't end up having to share a cab with you.
Good call. Good call.
Would there be some hijinks? Yeah. Would it be fun? Maybe. Is it what I want to do though? I don't think so.
No, it is not. I can tell you right now with 1,000% certainty, it is not what you want to do. This job would drive you insane. I mean, your brain actually functions.
Just playing American Truck Simulator for this long is starting to drive me insane.
Yeah, and you've been playing for what, 2 hours?
Yeah.
I'm going to be driving for longer than that just to get where I'm going to go to pick up.
Also, like...
I got 14-hour day ahead of me, man. You'll go to bed. You're going to finish up writing, go to bed, wake up, go to work, and I'll still be driving.
Yeah, you're not selling it to me.
No. No. Stay in school, kids.
Can you imagine trying to...
No, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I can. It's not very good. It is actually one of the downsides for a lot of people who team drive is they have a hard time getting good sleep. Hey, how about you go into the gear? Thanks. I wish I could show you though what shifting an actual truck looks like. In American Trucking Simulator, they shift slow as heck.
They? Because I thought it.
And yeah, it's like, especially when you're in the lower gears, you're shifting like every second. It's like, it's like, especially if you're good at it, it's really quick. The trucks accelerate really slowly in that game. I mean, some trucks genuinely do go that slow. But like my truck, I got over 600 horsepower in my truck. When I'm empty, I haul.
So do you keep the tanks attached the entire time?
Well, like my trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, my trailer stays attached. Yep, because I just take it loaded over to someplace, offload, and now I've got an empty trailer and I got to go back and reload it. So I'm pretty much never, I never disconnect this thing. It is practically integral.
Keeping the American economy going. What a treat.
There was a time when this was considered a good thing. Half the country still agrees it's a good thing.
There was indeed a time when it was a good thing, and it's long gone. We used to be the good guys.
Yeah. I hope the snow isn't sticking around over there in Ellensburg. I don't really want to go through all that.
Snow kind of.
Oh, it's windy out here too.
Oh my god! I think I'm gonna have to stop this soon. I'm 163 miles away, but I've lost $10,000. No, $20,000. I started with 10.
And you're at -10 now?
Yeah.
Holy crap, you've lost some money.
So after all of
And
this,
yet you're
all I'm
still
gonna
gonna
get is
gain like 20
40k.
grand. That's a lot, dude. That's more than I made tonight, with all my loads put together.
Yeah, well. To be fair, I am just sort of sending it now. No?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing 66 right now.
Alright, let's see if I can do more. Come on, digital truck. 18, 19, 20. Hang on, I'm just getting back on the highway. I'm just getting up to speed. 30 miles an hour. Up into 8th.
It's like the first video game I've played where cars are slower than they are in real life. Because all the cars in that game do the speed limit too. Nobody does that.
No. I mean, I tried doing the speed limit and you told me off for it.
Yeah, and then I went and did the same thing in Canada.
Well, like, it doesn't feel like it's a big change, but having to change from kilometers to miles or miles to kilometers, it feels different. The driving feels different.
It does. It was stressful, I have to admit. I was pretty keyed up the entire time I was driving. I breathed a big sigh of relief when I got back into the States, and I felt more comfortable again.
It's just, like, you know, it's not... Oh, I texted Renee, by the way, today, just to see what she was doing, because I know it's any time now.
Uh-huh.
She's fine. I assume you haven't spoken to her, 'cause...
I actually did call her last week. I gave her a call, and we caught up for like 3 hours.
Ah. There you go.
Yeah. I'm trying to make an effort to keep in touch with my family a little better these days.
Well, I only sent Renee a text. I haven't had a catch-up call. How's she doing?
She is... I mean, she's uncomfortable. She's pregnant, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, right? And you never will. Thank goodness for that.
Thank God for that. Really won that lottery.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about going down to Texas. It's like, as my buddy who might be going down there too, he's talking about it. He was like, yeah, you know, if you like it enough, hell, maybe your wife and daughter could follow you down there. And I was like, nope, never gonna happen. Nope, they're staying in Washington where they're safe.
Yeah, I mean, that is the... You are talking about going to the other side, like it's a 7-hour flight, 6-hour flight?
Something like that.
That's a long
So that's
way.
exactly the plan. Yeah, is I'd take a truck down there, or I'd buy a truck, go down there, live in it. You know, I'd have a big sleeper. So I'd live in it for about a month at a time, and I'd have like you know, I'd go to truck stops and stuff to get showers and stuff like that, and go to grocery stores to get food. And I might have something worked out for parking for pretty cheap. I could split 2 or 3 ways with a couple other drivers, and just go down there and work for like 4 weeks at a time, then fly home and stay home for a week. So I'd actually spend more time at home than I do right now.
Yeah, but you'd be a lot further away for, you know, emergencies.
Yep. But the money we're talking about here, before expenses and taxes and all
You want
that.
me to stop the stream? So
Yes, that would be great, actually, if nobody's watching.
yeah, no one's watching. So.
Yeah.